What are you talking about, Steve? I thought you were my accountability buddy, and now you're telling me that the nut butter is going to make me fat? I'm telling you, nut butter is going to make you fat. Why do I say that? Because too often we're over-consuming it. So I'm making myself a grain bread almond butter sandwich, and I thought to myself, you know what? I want to demonstrate how to actually get the right amount of ingredient on the bread so that we have better management to our consumption. So here we are. Where's my background? Here, my toaster. I have some toast. Let me show you this. Yes, marketing got me on this one. Aldi has a, oh, look at that, Fitastic bread. I had to get it. But before I bought it, I looked at the ingredients, and the ingredients are organic whole wheat. You have organic whole grain wheat, water, organic grains. So the first couple ingredients are on point. This is going to be an alternative. Fitastic. Aldi carries this. Incredible. So that is the bread. I toasted it up. We've talked about what the false natural peanut butter, which has no oil in it, is not natural. Why? Because it has palm oil. It has hydrogenated oil in there. No bueno. This alone would cause quite a bit of inflammation. You don't want that. You want to go with a natural. Here's almond butter from Trader Joe's. It doesn't even market natural on here, but if you look at the ingredient list, again, dry roasted almonds and sea salt. Those are the only two ingredients on this list. So, how does this guy do a measurement for his nut butter to prevent any overconsumption? It's rather simple. I just take a butter knife, and let me point this down here so I can get some accuracy. Now, the other point is this is a brand new bottle, brand new jar rather, of almond butter. And let me show you something here. How do we know the natural state that our nut butter is in? Well, I'm so glad you asked. I'm so glad you asked. I trust everybody's having a great Tuesday, by the way. All right, so see that oil in there? That oil needs to be stirred. Those are the natural oils that rise up in the bottling and packaging of this butter. So you literally have to get all that oil in there consistently to stir it. It is not a no stir. Avoid no stirs. And if you're questionable, just look on the ingredient list. The ingredients will tell you everything. There should only be 2 ingredients tops for a nut butter. It should be the nut itself, almonds, peanuts, macadamia nuts, even if you want to try cashew, and then salt. Salt will be the other. So here we go. I'm going to do my best to demonstrate this here solo. I have no one else to hold the camera. So I got 2 knives. One dirty, one clean. So I'm going to weigh. All right, so let's get this right. So my butter knife weighs a whopping 132 grams in weight. A serving on the nut butter is going to be 2 tablespoons, which is 1 serving, is 32 grams. So if I want 1 serving of almond butter, I need 16 grams of almond butter on each slice of my toast. So here's how we do it. Again, so we have this. All I'm going to do is this. I'm going to tear it, which really the weight of the knife is irrelevant, but at least you kind of get a gauge. So now we have 0. I'm going to take this knife And it's going to be a little messy because I just stirred this. I'm going to do my best for you. All right. I might need to course correct this because this is still a little runny, but for time's sakes, I'm going to make this happen. I'm going to wrap it around the knife. All right, so here we go. That is 10 grams. A little bit's getting on the counter. A lot of it's getting on the counter. So let's do this. If you don't have the resources, especially when you're doing a live here, then I'm going to become resourceful. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to weigh the bread. I just want you to get a gauge. I want you to start understanding. Here's the almond butter that just made a mess. Yep. It's never perfect. I'm actually going to weigh the toast. So let's weigh the toast. We're going to tear it. And this is a relatively large piece of toast. Let's put the toast. Look at that. Look at that. I'll probably even tell you how much it's going to be because I've done this so many times. You don't have to do this every time, but you need to create a visual for yourself. All right, so I got a couple drops on here, but that's 20 grams. So that's 4 grams over. We're getting closer. I didn't even get a chance to cover the entire piece of bread. That's going to be 20 grams. So again, most people would coat this entire thing, this entire piece of bread, in a thick layer of almond butter, nut butter, peanut butter, whatever it is, doubling the amount of calories. That's how we have a caloric surplus. And if you're in weight management or you're trying to reduce fat, fat doesn't make you fat, by the way. There's 17 grams of fat in this almond butter, but eating the 17 grams of fat will not make you fat. A surplus of that nutrient in abundance is going to make you, it's going to put weight on you. It's going to put you in a state of storing those calories where we want to be in a state of burning and expending those calories. So it's 190 calories per serving. So if you doubled that, you would take in an extra 190 calories per time that you think you're eating something right, eating something nutritiously well. And it all comes to management and it comes to awareness. If you're not aware of it, you can't fix it. So I trust that's going to help. And again, I did not even cover the entire, it's a very thin layer of almond butter, which is over 16 grams, which is actually a tablespoon of almond butter. I would love to know how you do it. Typically, I just use the knife. But again, I didn't have a chance to stir all the nut butter. But that's how you're going to want to do it. First, grab yourself an all-natural source of nut butter. Grab out your trusty scale. If you don't have one, get your ass to Walmart or Target and go invest $10 for a scale. You're going to need it. And then apply it and practice it to see how much is going to cover the bread. A true piece of Ezekiel bread, for example, it's smaller in, I guess, surface, and I can cover the entire piece of bread with a thin layer of Ezekiel bread. This bread is just a little bit bigger. So, cool. Alex, yes. You can't wait to pick up yours tomorrow. Pick up what? Your scale or your almond butter or natural nut butter? I'm going to wave to my friends. Mark. I bet you Mark's already left. He's like, Sarah Jane, what's up? What else do you want to know about in the kitchen? What is going to be the next In the Kitchen series to create as much awareness as possible so that we can make the best decisions and not be a victim of overconsumption? Because it's easy to do, especially with as dense as the fats are in the nut butters. Awesome. Let me know. Yes, go get a scale. Alex, you don't have a scale? Come on, sister. I'm just kidding. I know you're going to get one. What's going to be the next topic in the kitchen? I'd love to know. I want everybody to have a Fitastic day and share with us what you've learned in the kitchen recently, because we should always be a student, but more a teacher as well, teaching others what to do and how to do it, and share your skill sets. All right, everybody, talk to you soon. Let me enjoy my toast and make it a day worth repeating. Let's go.